what's up? Welcome back. So today we're gonna be doing a video all about lips, and I personally feel like lining my lips is just as important as filling in my eyebrows or wearing mascara. I do really think that defining my lips and giving them a shape really helps frame my face and just not only makes me feel more put together, but I feel like it really makes me look a lot more put together. And I've told you guys so many times in so many tutorials, you guys know I can rarely ever do my makeup without lip liner. So I mean, I'm perpetually on the hunt for the perfect nude lip liner. These are just some of my favorites, but I'm gonna show you guys my technique and how I make my lips look a little bit bigger. And you guys can see my lips up close. They just look cracky, sad, and deflated. There's still a little bit of foundation on them, so it's just not a flattering look. So I'm gonna take a little bit of lip scrub. I'm going to be using the ColourPop lip scrub. This one is in Bellini BB, but you can just use Vaseline and sugar. It's gonna do the same thing. Or I also really like the one from Bite, as well as the one from Physicians Formula just came out with one too. They all tend to be sugar and a little bit of a balm base. And you do really want to get in there because you wanna remove all the cracks and just anything that's kind of sitting on top of your lips. Spend a little bit of extra time, get all that dead skin off. I'm gonna take a wet washcloth, which I think makes a big difference because you can also use this to exfoliate as you're removing the lip scrub. And it'll just help take off all that excess dead skin. Pay special attention to the corners of your mouth too. That's where I tend to get those little gross flaky bits. And I can see that some of the dead skin's not coming off, so you can either go in with more scrub or just spend a little bit more time with the washcloth really wiping it off. And literally just by taking off all of this dead skin, you can see my lips look so much better. They're a lot more revived and I don't have as much of visible cracks or like gross things in them. Now that my lips are exfoliated and they have that, nice fresh baby skin, I'm gonna put on a lip plumper. The two best lip plumpers that I found that actually make a noticeable difference in the fullness and just plumpness of my lips are the Too Faced lip injections. The original is really great, but so is the extreme version. I don't find much of a difference between the two, but they're both really great and just make your lips look a lot more full. And then the Tarte Zing Sting. This one is the most potent lip plumper I've ever tried. Sometimes if I use too much, it kind of plumps even the areas around my lips. So with this one, I use it very sparingly. And today I'm gonna use the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme, and I'm just gonna apply this all over my lips and let this sink in for maybe like 5 minutes. And you will start to feel this working because you will start getting very tingly lips. Typically for me, this is a prep step. So I will scrub my lips, wash my face, apply moisturizer and sunscreen, and then apply my lip plumper and let the lip plumper sit on my lips for the duration of the time that I'm doing my face makeup. So since I'm filming a video and my makeup's already done, I'm just gonna wait like 10 minutes and I don't know, drink some coffee or something, and then just give this lip plumper a couple minutes to really get my lips the blood flowing to them and just make them look a little bit more full. So I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm going to literally sit here for 10 minutes and drink a nice latte. So after about 10 minutes, a second to you guys, but I can really start seeing my Cupid's bow get more full. Just the area around my lips gets a lot more full, and my lips just overall, there's a lot less cracking in them. It looks like, you know what I mean? I don't know what other word to use, but they just start looking a little bit more full, a little bit more plump. It's especially noticeable in the Cupid's bow and just my top lip. So now I'm gonna wipe this lip plumper off. And for me, they'll stay plump for a few hours. And then if I feel like they're not looking as plump, I'll just put on a little bit more lip plumper. But I like them to be nice and plumped up when I start doing the overlining because I feel like that gives me a more accurate guide of how I can overline. So as I was saying, perpetually on the hunt for the perfect nude lip pencil. But one of my absolute favorites for overlining is the Marc Jacobs lip pencil in Nudist. and I use the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Pencil as well. This one's a little bit more pink, a little bit more fleshy, whereas the Charlotte Tilbury one is a little bit more nude and neutral toned. So I like using this one for the overlining around the corners. You want to overline in the most realistic looking way possible. So you want to avoid overdoing it on the corners. And I find that it looks the most natural if you accentuate more in the middle of your lips. So I'm going to take this neutral one from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just gonna overline slightly on the corners. And the reason I like using the brown one for the corners is because it looks like more of a shadow than it does lip liner. So just overline a bit in the corner. And I always line the corner of my mouth. Like right here, right in the crease. Because you want to keep this consistent and you don't want there to be any breaks in the lip line. And when I'm doing this, I'm just slightly going outside of my lip line. You don't want to take it too far out because then it just looks like lip liner on your skin. So you want to go just a hair outside of your natural lip line so that it doesn't look like lip liner on skin. Okay, so just on those outer corners, and then I'm gonna take the Marc Jacobs Nudist Lip Pencil, and because this one's a little bit more pinky, it's really great for using to overline in the center of the lips. So just line right there, and then make sure to have it meet the brown lip liner. Again, you just don't wanna have any gaps. You want all of these lines to really blend in together. And when I'm doing my Cupid's bow, I like to take it a little bit higher. So obviously I have the lip plumper on, but as you can see, that's where my Cupid's bow ends. So I wanna line over that. And I'm always taking it back to blend into that brown lip liner. And just, you know, push it in so it doesn't just look like lip liner sitting on top of skin. That's really what we're trying to avoid. Oh, something else I totally forgot to mention to you guys. The Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil as well as the Marc Jacobs lip pencil are long wearing and they're waterproof. So they're gonna stay in put for much longer a time than if you were gonna be using something like this. This is one of my personal favorites, NYX Nude Truffle. This is an amazing lip color, like a lip pencil color, but it does not have the same stay power as one like this does because this is waterproof and it will last for hours. Like hours upon hours. You can eat, you can drink with these on, and they're not gonna move around, whereas something like this might. So especially if you're overlining, I think it's a safer bet to go with a waterproof long wear lip pencil. Then I go in with my lip color. So my lipstick, whatever lip color I'm gonna be wearing for the day, I'm gonna use, whoa, this just popped on me. I'm gonna use NARS Bahama, and I'm gonna apply this lightly all over my lips. And I'm gonna apply it just slightly onto the overline, just to fuse everything together. Again, I do kind of prefer these matte bases for this type of look because it's gonna stay a lot longer than something that's glossy, and we're already gonna be putting gloss on top of it. So the matte lip colors just give you a little bit more added insurance that it's gonna stay in place longer. And then I always like to blend and push it in with my finger. Okay, so this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. I'm gonna be using the shimmery side to help highlight around my lips. So I like to highlight right along the Cupid's bow. This will just make your top lip look a little bit more prominent. So just apply a tiny bit around the top of your lip. You almost want it to look like a glisten of a sweat bead on top of your lip. Honestly, that just makes that top lip look a lot more full. And you're blending it out. Like, this is literally a smoke and mirrors trick with makeup because you want your lips to actually look bigger but not, you know, too overlined. And then taking some bronzer, I'm gonna use Benefit Hoola on a little crease brush. This is a Zoeva 231. I'm gonna lightly contour right underneath my bottom lip. You don't want to make it look like a soul patch. And just do little light layers at a time But this shadow right here is what's really gonna make your bottom lip look so pouty, like it's kind of spilling over, and it just creates, again, like that smoke and mirror illusion that this bottom lip is a lot more full than it is. And then whatever's left on the brush, I just lightly contour a little bit around the mouth. And I'll do a little bit on these outer corners up here too. Last step is gonna be lip gloss. Now you can either go in with your lip plumping gloss and apply that to the center of your lips, or you can go in with a really wet mirror shine looking gloss, which I feel like just creates more of a pillowy plump effect. So two of my favorites when I want my lips to look extra juicy and big, Gin Fizz from Buxom, which is actually a plumping gloss. They also have one, I think it's called Creamy Lace. It's very similar to this one. These Buxom glosses are some of my favorite plumping glosses, and they keep your lips plumper for longer, you know what I mean? Because it's not like you're actually just wearing the Too Faced lip injection. And then the Fussy from Fenty Beauty. Any of these Diamond Bomb glosses are really great. I love these, but today I'm gonna use Gin Fizz because this will keep my lips plumper. And after I film this video, I am actually going to take some holiday family photos of my friends. I'm gonna be shooting them. So I want my lips to look plumper longer. So I'm just gonna apply this right to the center of my lips. And you do wanna take it a little bit on the Cupid's bow as well. Just slightly to add more light reflection up there. It just raises your top lip and just makes it look bigger because it's reflecting more light rather than it being, you know, completely matte. It just enlarges the look of your top lip so that they're reflecting a lot more light. But I try to avoid putting it on the outer corners too much, just slightly blend it out there. You really just want to concentrate on this part of the lips. This is where you, this is where you want, oh my gosh, this is where you want the majority of the gloss, and then just fan it out to the outer corners. But this part of the lips is really what's going to emphasize them being like larger, more full, more pouty, and just give you that kind of like lip injected look. Lip injections without actually having to get lip injections. So if you guys take anything away from this video, the most important tips I think are, number one, be sure to exfoliate your lips prior to doing this. Like really get all the dead skin off, get the blood flow going to your lips, and using a long wear lip pencil. And also, if you can, I would say go for one that's a little bit more brown that you can use to contour on the sides of your lips, and then the fleshier one you can use more in the Cupid's bow area and the bottom of the lower lip. I think those are really the two biggest tips. A lip plumper isn't fully necessary, but I do think it helps with the look, and the bronzer and highlighting on the Cupid's bow does make a big difference too. It just, like I said a million times, makeup is all smoke and mirrors and just kind of accentuating things and bringing things out. So I really hope that you guys have found this overlining video helpful. If you have any questions about products or techniques, please feel free to hit me up. I was going to, in this video, show all my favorite lip pencils, but I feel like this has to be a video on its own. And also, I don't know. If you guys are interested in me going over all the nude lip pencils that really work for my skin tone and like why I like certain lip pencils, because I'm very picky, like I said, perpetually on the hunt for the perfect lip pencil for my skin tone. I think it makes the biggest difference if you're able to find the right lip pencils that don't look too pink or too mauve or too brown. That's half the battle, is finding the right lip pencil shade for your skin tone. But yeah, any questions, hit me up in the comments down below. Please be sure to subscribe and come follow me on Instagram if you guys didn't earlier. I would love it so much if you guys would leave a comment just to say hi as well. Let me know any other videos you want to see in the near future. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Hope you found this video helpful and that you're taking something away from it. Other than that, guys, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye, guys.